Hello everybody and welcome to your week number 7 overview video. The end is in sight. We're almost there. A couple items to take care of still before we wrap everything up. Remember that week 7 overlaps with week 7.5. So on Friday this week you will see week 7.5 starting. So you'll have to be kind of balancing the discussions for both, the work for both. The deadline for week 7's work is still Saturday night, but you'll also have week 7.5's work to be doing in the meantime as well. So keep that in mind. All right, so your lecture is about the elevator speech and interviewing. So you'll actually have an assignment on both of those topics this week. This discussion this week is your elevator speech. You got 30 seconds to wow somebody. That is the game plan here. That's the task. And you have to do so on that time frame. So you want to start off quickly with a hook. I will say in the past, many people say, I recently graduated from Bryan and Stratton, or I'm currently attending Bryan and Stratton College. I don't know if that is a hook per se. You are informing them what you're currently doing. That may be your second thing, but a lot of people use that as a hook. And I don't know if that hooks them. There are a lot of different ways to hook somebody, but think about making yourself being remembered what you say right off the bat. Okay, you also want to inform them of your strengths. You have a variety of other ways to or ways you could say things, but at the end you also want to make sure you explain to them what you want from them. If you're looking for a job, are you looking for an interview? Are you looking for an internship? Are you just wanting to use them as a contact for business? Whatever it is, please tell them at the end. I appreciate your time, and if you have any open interviews, please let me know. Be polite, but be honest at the end of your speech. Okay, so time is of the essence. 30 seconds to a minute tops. You need to hook them right off the bat, and it depends possibly on what kind of business you're in and what kind of hook you're going to be doing. Think about maybe a problem that industry has, and maybe you have a solution to it that would get their ears peaked up for sure. Okay, so you're sharing your written elevator speech. At some point down the line in your school career, you'll get a chance to record this, but this is just a written speech. But you should be reading it out loud to yourself to see how it sounds. One, because you're going to be using it hopefully at some point, and two, that'll make the written version a little bit better. Okay, so you'll submit that elevator speech as an assignment. You have the resume and cover letter final submissions. So these have been things you've been working on. You've made the final draft and turned those into me. You've had the different steps analyzed by myself and your classmates. You need to use those comments prior to turning in your final submission. If you just return in what you've turned in all along without the corrections, unfortunately that grade is going to suffer. So your grade is really based on seeing the progression of your resume, based on comments, making the changes based on my comments formally when you submit them is very important. That is how you get a good grade on your final submission here. All right, and then you have the interview simulation. So again, best way we can do it here online. I'll give you the kind of a real format of what an interview looks like, the small talk, the actual questions. So the prep you should do here is looking up some interview questions, general questions that may be asked in an interview prior to working on the simulation. This will give you an opportunity to have some answers prepared as well, just making it go smoother. So definitely look up some just general common interview questions. Again, you never know what someone's going to ask. Being think on your feet is important, but being prepped is also important. So you have your interview simulation, which you'll get some information on from the lecture. And if you need to look up other questions, you can. Make sure you hook them in your elevator speech and close out strong as well, informing them what you want out of them, and make sure you make those corrections. That is what this grade is for your final submission of your resume and cover letter. Any questions, please ask. Good luck.